today in tonight's practice.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Are there any requests? Just open to it all. All right, sounds good. Okay, so I'd like you to come on down to the floor. We're gonna start in a lying down position. And I want you to make yourself as comfortable as you can. Now you can support your head and neck as needed. If you prefer to keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, you can do that, or you can stretch your legs out nice and long. I'd like you to just start where you are in this moment. Just allowing yourself to come into the present moment. Allow the eyes to softly close. And then take a moment to just feel the earth beneath your body. Notice all the places where you're touching the ground. And now take a moment to notice what else you can feel on your body. Maybe it's the way that your clothes are touching your body, or the way that the air feels on the skin of your face. Now take a moment to notice your breathing. And I'd like you to follow your breath wherever it goes in your body. Just noticing the inhale. Noticing the way the belly expands and contracts. Noticing the exhale. And maybe even you're able to observe the temperature of the air as it moves in and out through your nose. And now let's create an intentional practice for connecting the mind and the heart. And so I'd like you to take one hand and place it onto your heart center. And then the other hand you can place onto the belly center. And then I'd like you to bring your attention into your heart. And there's a few different ways that one can do this. We can simply think about the heart. We could feel into the body where the heart is, noticing movement or subtle sensation. We can also just feel the touch of our hand right on our chest, maybe connecting to the beat of your own heart. And then we'll layer in an intention for our heart center. And let's go with joyful, happy heart. So I'd like you to repeat that short phrase to yourself, joyful, happy heart. Joyful, happy heart. And as you repeat that phrase to yourself, allow any spontaneous thought to arise. Any images of yourself or another person that embodies that phrase of joyfulness, happiness, maybe peacefulness, love, joyful, happy heart. And just staying with any images or any thoughts that come up for you. And if nothing comes up at all, that's okay. Just simply keeping your awareness at your heart as you repeat, joyful, happy heart is enough. And then we'll gently let go of that meditation, that layering of intention into our practice. And we'll release our hands so that our arms are lying down by our sides again. And then you can allow your eyes to open up. And I want you to imagine that you are lying on a beach and that you are going to make angel wings in the sand with your arms. So as you inhale, I want you to circle your arms out to the side and up, taking a nice stretch when you get here at the top. And then exhale and bring your arms all the way down by your sides. We're going to do that a few times, inhaling the arms out, stretching when you get here, enjoying the release, and then exhaling, bringing the arms back down. Good. So keep going, just connecting your breath with your movements, finding a nice pace that feels comfortable. And I want you to also pay attention to a little pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. Sometimes feeling a pause at the top as you just gently suspend the breath as you hold the inhale is a little easier than finding a little pause or a little suspension at the bottom. But just exploring. Good. And then the next time the arms are down by your sides, go ahead and let them rest. And you're going to bring them into a nice V-shaped position, like a low V. You'll turn your palms to face down. And then you're going to bend your knees, bringing both feet down to the earth. And I want you to allow your feet to be about the distance of your hips in a comfortable position. And we're going to come into some dynamic bridge movements. So on your next inhale, I want you to lift your hips up and come into a low bridge. When you get to your shoulder blades, you'll pause. And then exhale and come back down. And so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to lift up on the inhale, finding a brief pause or suspension, and then lowering back down with control, nice and slow. We'll do this a few more times, breathing in and breathing out. Now, as you lift, make sure you're pushing down into your feet evenly. The heels, the toes are all pressing down. The buttocks are engaged as you lift up, so there's a squeeze of the gluteal muscles. The hands are rooting into the earth, the arms are grounded. And as you lower back down, you're lowering down with control. There's a tone in the navel center, a sense of strength and stability in your center. Make sure that your knees are tracking in line with your toes. And if you feel a lot of pressure in your knees as you're doing this, you can try walking your feet forward in front of the knees. See if that helps relieve any pressure. This doesn't feel good at all. When you start to feel tired, then just rest. Now, the next time you come up, I want you to hold bridge pose. Now, we can keep the arms as they are if we'd like, or we can bring the shoulders a little closer together underneath the body by rolling the palms open and then gently snuggling the shoulders underneath you. You might need to walk your arms a little closer together. And this creates like a little lift of the heart, a gentle lift of the heart. So as you stay here and breathe, bring your attention back into your heart center and invite in that mantra, that intention, joyful, happy heart. Maybe on the inhale, you say joyful, and on the exhale, happy. And it's okay if it doesn't feel comfortable to say the mantra. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it. Okay, and now we're going to release. So you're going to take your shoulder blades apart and lower down nice and slow. And as your hips come down, just allow your body to rest. Let your legs be soft and relaxed. Let your hips be relaxed, your back, relaxing the facial muscles. And now take your arms out to the side like a T. I like to rotate my palms to face down, but you can have your arms with your palms rotated open if you'd like. And then you're going to walk your feet apart so they're a little wider than your hips, and a little bit wider. You should take a breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to release the legs over towards the left side, coming into a very simple twist. The legs are staggered. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale to the right. So let's go back and forth, coming through center, inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale to the right. Going back and forth, just creating that same awareness of connecting your breathing to your movements. And now the next time the legs are on the right side, I want you to go ahead and sink in there for a moment. Flex your feet and just let your legs get heavy. Relaxing, softening, letting yourself just drop into the pose. Bringing the knees back through center and then taking them over towards the left side and just pausing there for a moment. Taking the time here to just be. And now come on back to center. Walk your feet a little closer together so that they're back to that hip distance position. And then you're going to bring your right arm up alongside your ear. Now, once the right arm is up, I want you to extend the right leg onto the floor. So you've got the right arm and the right leg extended. I want you to just focus on elongating through the whole right side of the body. You can either point or flex the right foot and just feel all that length that you can create. Good. And now keep your right leg extended. Bring your arm down You're going to take your left knee in towards your body and interlace your fingers around the left leg. I want you to keep your right leg really active here. So either point or flex the foot. And then start to draw your forehead or nose towards the left knee. So you're lifting your head and your shoulders away from the ground. I want you to focus on drawing the belly center down towards your lower back. So you're feeling really strong in your belly center. Relax your shoulders back and down away from your ears and just breathe. Now, if you feel like you could use a little bit more of a challenge here, you can float your right leg away from the ground a little bit. As you float the right leg up, keep in mind that the higher you go, the easier it might become in the body. The lower the leg is towards the earth, the more challenging it will get to maintain control in your abdominal area. You can also extend your arms alongside your waist into that low V shape and then breathe here. Good. On your next exhale, release and bring both knees in towards your body. Let your head and shoulders come down. And then just gently rock your legs side to side. Just massaging the lower back, letting go of some of that effort. Okay, set both feet down onto the earth. Bring your left arm up alongside your ear. And then extend just the left leg onto the mat. Start to breathe here into the whole left side body, feeling length, reaching through the left leg, reaching through the left arm. And now you're going to bring your left arm down, okay? Bringing the arm down, keeping that left leg straight. The right knee comes in towards your body for single knee to chest pose. I want you to activate through the left leg. And then start to lift your head and your shoulders away from the ground, bringing your forehead and your nose towards the knee. Option to lift the left leg. Maybe we can lift it up into the air. We can come halfway. We can come almost to the earth. Just finding what feels like a good challenge for you. Relax your shoulders back and down. Make sure that you can breathe easy. You can let go of the leg altogether. This is probably going to be the most challenging. Take one more breath. I'm feeling like a little earthquake in here, getting all trembly. And then bring your knees in towards your chest and gently rock side to side. Taking a moment to just feel the relaxation now after that effort. Good. And now from here, you're going to keep your knees in towards your body. And we're going to create a little coordinated movement of arms and legs. First, we're going to do the legs. Okay, so I want you to take a deep breath in, flex your feet. And as you exhale, you're going to straighten your legs up towards the ceiling, okay, any amount. Inhale as you bend your knees, and then exhale as you straighten. Okay, inhale, bend the knees. Now we're going to add the arms. So as we exhale, we're going to straighten the legs again and bring the arms up alongside the ears. Inhale as we bring the arms down and we bend the knees. Exhale, lifting the arms, straightening the legs. Good. Do that one more time and we're going to hold. Okay, we're going to hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. I just want you to stay here. Feel the length through all 4 sides of your body. Spread your toes. Reach through your fingers. Engage your legs. Make sure you're feeling toned in the belly center. Good, stay here and breathe. And this is like doing a downward facing dog, except we're lying on our back. Good, one more deep breath in. And then exhale and release. Bring the knees in and gently rock side to side. And now from here, you're gonna set both feet down onto the mat. You're gonna bring your left arm up alongside your ear, and then we're gonna roll to the left side. Okay, we might pause for peace, and then gently press ourselves on up. Come to a comfortable seated position. Now, if you happen to have something to sit up onto, like a folded blanket or a pillow, you can place that underneath you just to give yourself something comfy to sit on. Okay. Then I want you to cross your legs, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to come into a little seated twisting practice. I want you to start by taking your arms out to the side and up as you inhale. Lift up nice and tall, feel long in your spine. And as you exhale, you're going to turn to the right. I want you to make it a nice passive twist, so not too deep. Okay? Inhale as you come through center, and then exhale over towards the left. And we're going to go back and forth. Inhale through center, and then exhale to the right. Inhale through center, and exhale to the left. And so as you continue to flow back and forth from side to side, let this be gentle, kind of effortless, just letting your body unwind from the day. After this, we're going to do a twisting practice that's a little bit more active. I want you to connect now to a sense of ease as you move back and forth. So finishing up on the right side, we're going to come back through center, bring your palms to touch, and then as you exhale, join your hands at your heart. Okay. Now, we're going to switch the cross of the legs. So I want you to bring the opposite shin bone in front. Sit up nice and tall again. And then take the arms out to the side and bend the arms so that you've got cactus arms. I surrender. If you'd like, you can make fists. That's more comfortable for your hands. Now we're going to move into the more active twist. Okay, so you'll probably notice right away that you're feeling stronger, a little bit more energetic, the positioning of the arms. So you're going to turn towards the right, and you're going to go only as far as feels comfortable in the body. And then you're going to turn towards the left. You're going to go back and forth like this. And as you do this, I want you to notice the difference. Just notice the difference between that more passive twist that we were doing and this one. You might feel more work in the abdominal muscles, a little bit more work in the upper back. And this is called an active twist. I want you to let your breathing be natural. Just let your breath flow with ease. You don't need to control your breathing here. Just move mindfully. Okay. Let's do one more round. Finishing up on the left side. And then coming back to center. Release your arms. And then take a moment to just loosen your shoulders up. Give them a few little rolls. And just notice how your body feels after that. Okay, good. All right, now from here, I want you to take the soles of your feet together, okay, into a seated bound ankle pose, letting your knees open up out to the side. And you can decide how much you want, how much space you want in between the heels and your groin. The closer in you go, the more stretch you might feel in your groins and your inner thighs. If you go with something a little bit wider, it might feel a bit more relaxed in the hips. Just stay here and breathe for a moment, allowing your hips to open up. Take a moment to feel your sit bones, allowing the hips to open up to the earth. And just breathing. Now you're going to keep your left heel in. You might bring it in a little bit closer. Okay? And then extend your right leg out. So we set up for a little stretch. From here, you're going to find that length in your spine. I want you to spread awareness through the toes by flexing through your right foot. Take your arms out to the side as you take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to rotate towards that right leg and then reach with your right arm, left arm across your body until you let that hand find the leg. Your right arm can just go anywhere that feels comfortable here to give yourself a little support. And then just take a moment to fold over that right leg. Just letting yourself fold into this nice stretch. You're going to stay here for, again, just about 5 or 6 seconds. And then I want you to come back through center, take an inhale, open the arms up, and then exhale and go again. You're reaching, folding, and just allowing yourself to explore the pose a second time. Take an inhale, bring yourself all the way back up, open the arms, and then this time just let the arms relax down. All right. You can take a hold of the inside of the knee, give a little bend to the knee, bring that right heel in, and then we're going to switch over to the other side. So you're going to extend your left leg out now. Bring your right heel in. Take your arms out to the side. Activate through that left leg. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, rotate, and then reach. Reach across the leg. And just let your hand fall wherever it falls. It might find its way to the foot or maybe not. Maybe it just rests on the leg itself, on the shin somewhere, or maybe the knee. As you inhale, you're going to come back through center and you're going to open up your arms again. Big breath in. And then exhale and twist. And let's revisit the pose. See if you can let your head drop. See if you can relax your shoulders away from the ears. And just let your body explore letting go. Explore releasing. See if you can use the exhalation to help release. And then we're going to inhale our way back up, expand your arms, and then release them down. You're going to grab a hold of the back of the knee again to help bend the leg. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet back together again, coming back to bound ankle pose. Take a moment to pause here and just breathe. And now from here, let your knees come back together. And we're gonna lie back down onto the mat. So you can remove any pillow or blanket out from underneath you. And just lie down onto the floor again. I want you to keep your knees bent and then bring your left knee in towards your body. And we're going to explore a little bit more stretching of the back of the leg and a little bit more twisting too. So I want you to take your hands and interlace them behind the back of the left leg. And we're going to be bending and straightening the knee again with the breath. So I want you to start with a nice deep breath in. And then exhale and straighten the leg. Now as you straighten the leg, I want you to think of pushing the leg away from you. So you're moving it into the hands. It's a nice activation. Inhale as you bend. And then exhale, straighten. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, straighten. Good. And now stay here. And I want you to point the foot and then flex the foot. You point and flex. Just getting a little movement here in the ankle. And go ahead and circle the ankle around too a few times. And then reverse, going in the opposite direction. Okay, now go ahead and relax the foot. And I want you to just activate through it. You can flex if you'd like, or you can point, or you can do a kind of combination between both. And then let go of the leg and see if you can just hold the leg in space. You can allow your arms to come into a T shape, or maybe you bring your arms all the way up alongside your ears and then find the extension again through the sides of your body. Stay here and breathe. Just holding the leg. And then I want you to extend your right leg onto the floor. You can push through the heel and flex or point through that right leg too. And stay here and breathe. Good. One more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you're just going to bend your left knee. You're going to bring your arms down and you're going to hug the knee in towards the chest again. And single knee to chest pose. And now from here, we're going to take this into a spinal twist. So you can take your left arm out to the side, grab a hold of that right knee, of the knee, and then just start to take it across the body as you roll towards the right. And as you roll towards the right, coming into a nice spinal twist. I want you to breathe length through the lower back. Allow that feeling here of length through your spine. And maybe you just kind of energetically reach still through that right foot. So you're still feeling the length through your whole body. Gently bring yourself all the way back through center. And then let's hug both knees in towards the body and give ourselves a little rock side to side. Okay. Now let's go for the other side. We're going to keep the right knee in. Let's keep the left knee bent with the foot on the floor. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of the right leg and then move dynamically with the breath. So I want you to start with an inhale and then exhale to straighten the leg. Good. Gentle press of the right leg away from you. So you're pushing it into your hands. And then inhale to bend and exhale to straighten. This is a single leg stretch. One more just like that, and then we're going to extend the leg and hold. So exhale. And now start to circle the foot in one direction and then the other. Pointing and flexing a little bit. Just moving the ankle joint, spreading awareness through the sole of your foot. And then go ahead and activate through the foot. So either point or flex or a combination of both, but you're really strong now. So that when you let go, you can just kind of hold that leg in space. And just keep it there for a little bit. Notice where you feel this in the body. What part of you is holding the leg here in space? Can you kind of feel yourself from the inside out? You can take the arms up alongside the ears too, just kind of reaching. And then at any point, you go ahead and straighten through the left leg so that you've got both legs nice and straight. And then you just breathe. Focus on keeping the low back nice and long, very strong in your center. Good, one more inhale. And then exhale. You're gonna bend that right knee, bring your arms down and just hold the knee and give it a little squeeze. Single knee to chest pose. And then we're gonna take this into our spinal twist. So the right arm goes out to the side. You're gonna let the leg cross over your body as you roll towards the left. And then take a few breaths here, just breathing. Now gently bring yourself all the way back through center. Hug your knees in towards your body once again and gently rock side to side. Good. Okay. And now we're going to come back to a little bit of bridge pose again, a little dynamic bridge. So I want you to step both feet down onto your floor. And we're going to turn this dynamic bridge work into a coordination practice too. So when your hips lift, we're going to be lifting the arms up as well. So I want you, we'll just start with the hips and then we'll add the arms in. So on your next inhale, you're going to lift your hips up, pressing into the feet, and a little squeeze of the glutes. And then exhale and lower down. Okay, and now we're going to take the arms up. So as the hips lift, inhale, float your arms all the way up alongside your ears. And then exhale as you come back down. Okay, let's do that a few more times. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just finding a nice rhythm here with your breath. Seeing if you can invite in that energetic feeling of joy and happiness in the heart as you move. Okay. And now on this next one, I'll ask you to hold if that feels okay. Arms come up, hips come up. You stay here and breathe. Let this movement here open up the chest, and opening up the back of the neck, opening up the upper back, strengthening your legs. Good. And then exhale and come all the way back down again. Beautiful. And then rest for a moment. Okay, letting your arms rest now, your legs, your hips. Let your breath be that nice, natural, easy breath. Now take your left arm up again. You're gonna roll to one side. We're gonna make our way up to a seat once again. So go ahead and press on up. And take your seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay. I want you to stretch your legs out in front of you, coming into staff pose. With your legs stretched out in front, you're going to bring your arms by your sides. You can place your hands right next to your hips. And as best you can, try to straighten your back. Okay, so you feel a little openness across the chest. Feeling relaxed in your shoulders. Okay, spreading your toes. All right, and then from here, you're going to take a hold of your left leg. You're going to bend the knee. You're going to bring the heel in towards your body. So we're going to set up for sage twist. I want you to activate through the right leg. So you spread your toes. And then we're going to turn towards the left leg. Okay, so I want you to remember what it felt like to turn in an active way. So you're turning from your center, keeping that heart open. Okay, and then you can wrap your right arm around your leg and maybe you just clasp hold of your hands and you stay here and breathe. Okay, or you clasp hold of your wrists. If you feel like you need a little extra support, take your left hand out and let it be that little kickstand of support. Nice and tall through your spine. And then take another deep breath in. Just feeling as you exhale your sit bones rooting down. Parts of you that are touching the ground, relaxing. Letting your hips soften a bit too. Let your hips rotate with your spine here, especially if you have some achiness in the lower back. Try not to fix your hips into a square. Let them move with the rotation of your spine if they need to. And then come on back to center. You're going to straighten your left leg. Come back to staff pose. Take a moment here to breathe. And then we're going to make our way to the other side. So bending your left knee and walking the heel in towards your bum. And spreading awareness through the left foot now, activating through that left leg. And then we're going to rotate. We're going to turn towards the left leg now, wrapping the left arm around the leg and then clasping a hold of your hands here. And just coming into this pose, sage twist. Relax your eyes. Relax your facial muscles. Just breathe. And then gently release. Coming back to center, straightening the legs. Coming back to staff pose for a moment, just breathing. And now we're going to come into seated forward fold. So we're going to enter the pose. We're going to come into the pose twice. And I want you to focus on using your exhale to release into the pose. As we come into it, we're going to hold for 5-6 seconds, and then we're going to come out, and then we'll go into it again, and we'll hold for maybe a little longer. We're just giving you a chance to practice letting go, practice releasing into the pose. And so we're going to come into it from staff pose to start. So I want you to bring your hands next to your hips. Feel the length in your spine. Imagine that you're lying on the ground and you've got the support of the earth behind your back. You're going to take your arms up. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna fold. You're gonna fold over the legs, just going only as far as feels comfortable here. I want you to focus on folding forward at your hip creases, letting your hands land wherever they land. Using the exhale to soften, to let go, relax your shoulders. And then we're going to come out of the pose now, so you're going to inhale. I want you to take your arms up again. Big breath in, very strengthening for the back. And then exhale, come forward again and fold, stretching and releasing. And just notice if you were able to go a little bit further this time. There's no competition though, so no need to feel like you have to go further or anything like that. But just observing your practice, noticing any subtle differences can be interesting, and it can be informative and insightful. And holding seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Let your shoulders relax, let your head release, soften your eyes, and just surrender. Surrender and let go. And we're going to come all the way back up. If there's too much resistance to come up with the arms up, you don't have to take them up with you. You can leave them down. But if it feels okay, if you feel strong in your back and you want to strengthen the back a bit more here, go ahead and take the arms up. And then release the arms down. Nice. Okay. And now from here, I want you to bend your knees and bring them into a seated position. And we're going to take a moment to focus on the breath. Just a little bit of mindfulness. Mindfulness of our breathing. To connect ourselves to the present moment and just practice being still. I want you to just take a seat of dignity. Kind of embody what that word means, dignity. Let your hands rest easy on your legs. Relax your shoulders. Let your eyes be soft or closed. And then notice your breathing. Notice the way the breath moves in and out of your nose. Notice where the breath travels in your body. Does the breath feel cool or does it feel warm? Is there a softness to the breath or does it feel ragged or shallow? Don't try and control your breathing at all. Just let your breath breathe you. And now I want you to notice a full cycle of breath. Notice the breath as it moves in. Notice the breath as it moves out. And then notice the next breath as it moves in and out. And then the next. Just continuing to anchor your awareness, breath by breath, relaxing into ease and calm of just simply observing the breathing. Now, if you find that the mind becomes very busy and it wanders off and is no longer focusing on the breathing, that's okay. That's just the nature of the mind, to think and to wander off. So when you notice that, gently bring it back. Gently bring it back and anchor your awareness in the breathing. As you continue to practice, just notice how you're feeling. If you find it particularly challenging, ask yourself, what is it that's standing in my way of being present? Now, we're going to let go of this mindfulness meditation, this practice. So you can gently wiggle your fingers a bit, let your eyes open, just coming back into your room here, your space. And we're going to move into Shavasana now, okay, our final resting pose. So I want you to make yourself comfortable on the floor again. If you happen to have any pillows or blankets to cover yourself and support your knees, go ahead and bring those in. Something maybe to place underneath your head. I want you to take a moment to make yourself very comfortable, very cozy. As we move into our final resting pose, we're going to practice doing absolutely nothing. This is a deeply restorative posture. It can be. I want you to let your legs be heavy. Relax your arms. Soften your eyes. Let your eyelids close and allow your eyes to be heavy in the sockets. Relax your mouth, the jaw, the tongue. There's nothing to do. Just being is enough. Find some quietness inside. Know that you being there is enough for the universe right now. You don't need to do something, help anyone, or produce anything. You are enough. Letting yourself fully relax as best you can now. Shavasana. Now gently and gradually bring your awareness back into the room. And just move slowly. And start to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe nod your head a little side to side. Feel free to stretch again if you want to, straightening the legs, the arms, moving in any way that would feel most special and divine. And then we'll hug our knees in towards our body once again. And gently roll to one side once again. And pressing yourself up to that comfortable seat once again. Joining your palms together at your heart. Taking a moment to thank yourself for practicing tonight, taking good care of your body, mind, and spirit. Let's close our practice this evening with an Om. Nice deep breath in. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's so nice to see you again. Thanks for coming back.
Yes, I love it.
Good.
Thank
I
you.
hope that you're well.
Mhm.
Good. It's good to see you, Sarah.
Yeah, good to see you too. Sorry, I lost power halfway through.
Was that what that was?
Yeah,
I heard some kind of like shuffling.
yeah. I guess I got a new camera, and I guess it just like sucks the power out of my laptop.
Ah.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good night,
you.
ladies.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.